Welcome to Orange Worlds. In this tutorial, we'll explore fun and interactive elements like mirrors, particle effects, water, and media frames to bring your scene to life. Let's dive in. This is just to show how some of these other elements function. You should definitely just go in and experiment. Well, we can do a few things now. So, the mirror element is exactly what it says it is. It is a mirror. I'll just keep that in the middle of the scene so we can experiment with it later. But let me turn it around. Then we have the particle emitter. So if you want to do some particle effects in your scene, this can help you do that. Let's see, so if I wanted to make it say snow on the dance floor, we just point that towards the ground. Scale the size of that up a bit. Now I'm going to unlink it so I can play with the size. And then check it out. That can actually change. The default is a square, but I can change that by giving it a new image to use. So let's just take the juice logo. I will copy that image URL, go to the particle emitter, and replace the URL. And now we have a bunch of falling juice. Thank you very much. Let's flip this over. We have rising juice. You can play with the properties a bit. So 518, more juice. We could play with the sizes a bit. Let's say we want this to grow as it reaches the sky. Good luck. We can randomize that. You'll have to go into the properties and play around a bit to see what works best for you. Then there is the water element. Simple water. Let's take a model. Just so you know, the default model is this little duck. I am going to go to Sketchfab and copy this URL. You can see it's empty, but if we take the border element, we can fill it. Looks like I filled the whole place. We can scale that down. Now let's make it. Change just the color a little bit. You can see how the light reflects off of it. And if you want a preview. Now this all looks ridiculous, but another thing I can show you is this media frame, which is quite useful, especially if you plan on doing presentations in your space. Now that white, transparent area, you'll be able to drag and drop your screen share into that area. So let's adjust this a bit. Let's green TV. Okay, now we will publish all this ridiculousness, so you can see how this operates in the room. Just be aware that every element you add increases the size of your scene. This really is not something I would publish, especially with the poly count being so high. But just for demo purposes, let's do it. We're just gonna refresh the room. That you see all the changes I've made. Maybe we're a bit too low. Republished and reloaded by scene. You can see all the changes we made. Here's the mirror. There's the particle. And here is the little pool bath thing I made. And now, if you remember, I put in a media frame here. The way this works is I can share my screen, and I can take that, and only once you press on it will the media screen appear. The media frame appears. I can stick that in. And now if I'm doing a presentation, I can control that from my desktop. Alternatively, I can open up my webcam. Stick that in as well.